Get your films on with the Blurgs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurgs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
And welcome to episode 185 of the Film Blurgs. I'm Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey, and I'm joined here as always with my friend and co-host.
What's up, ball bags? It's Brandon Norwood. All right, I'm gonna start off real quick because this is just gonna be we're gonna do this as quickly as we can. The next few episodes are probably gonna be real short, y'all. I want to start off. I saw Shelby Oaks, and I can see why that movie came and went. I'll say that much. It is not good.
I mean, the first, I would say 45 minutes, right, are pretty solid.
Shaky.
But as soon as she starts making the dumbest fucking moves.
That's my problem right there. Is this is by Chris Stuckman, who is a film critic himself. He's a YouTube film critic. And I'm like, bro, as a film critic, you should know better, because now you're having your characters do stuff or make decisions for convenience of the story and the plot, and that's awful.
Yeah. And by the end, it's I've seen this much better.
Absolutely.
Everywhere
Absolutely. So that was that. I want to move on real quick to The Perfect Neighbor. It's a documentary on Netflix about the ultimate Karen. And this is why Karens are dangerous.
So I saw that too, and honestly, the part where the father has to tell the little kids about the mom dying, dude, I broke down.
Yeah, me too.
I cried for a full 10 minutes after that.
You know it's fucked up when even the not only the white neighbors are pissed, but even the cops are just like, yo, what the fuck? And this is in Florida. The cops in Florida were even like, what the fuck did you do that for?
Every time the cops came out, you could see on their faces, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Why? They're kids. They're kids in a big fucking open lot.
And the landlord has said that is public property. It's okay for them to play there.
Right. So
look.
It's actually one of the best documentaries I've seen
this year
in a while.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that takes home best doc, because I haven't heard anybody else talk about a documentary this year.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. But this has been one of the best one in a minute, and this is why you keep Netflix, right? Because sometimes, every once in a while, they'll put something on. It's this is fucking amazing.
I would say get Netflix for free. I wouldn't say keep Netflix.
Get it how you get it.
Yeah, man, I get it. Netflix is not worth paying for. I'll say that much. Just not. Sorry. Man, my glasses are crooked. Sorry, y'all. With that, I'm gonna do real quick. I want to talk about this indie movie called 100 Nights of Hero. It's about it takes place in this alternate world where Makia Monroe. Do you remember her? Because we still gotta talk about Hand That Rocks the Cradle remake.
Makia Monroe, doesn't sound familiar to me.
It Follows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she stars in this with oh my God, Emma Corrington and Nicholas Galantine. So in this alternate universe, men rule this universe and women are just there to produce babies and be subjugate. Well, that's
sort of where we're headed now, so
Well, I mean, this is it's still medieval times in this world.
Okay, gotcha.
The dude who started all of this is played by Oh my God, what's the homie's name? He was just in another movie that I saw yesterday. He was in Richard E. Grant. So Richard E. Grant started this all off, and so Hero is the name of Emma Corrinton's character because she's a maid. And basically, Makia Monroe's character, she is married to a dude who has yet to consummate the marriage and is coming up with excuses and blaming his wife, like, oh, she's infertile, she can't produce kids, and yada, yada, yada. And so they put her on trial and they say, you have 100 days to produce a hair or you're going to die. This dude decides to dip out. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave, and my best friend's gonna watch over you. So Nicholas Gallantine's his best friend, and he tries during these 100 nights to seduce her, but Hero steps in, and Hero tells this story about all these heroic these heroic women who know knowledge and literature because women are forbidden to read and write. And I'm just gonna spoil it. They be Hero and Makia Monroe's character. They end up together. Hero's telling the story of her mother, and she writes all these stories down to the point where everybody in the village starts reading them, and even the guards were just like, "Yeah, we don't want to do this anymore." So it's about liberation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's solid.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's from IFC, so it'll probably be on demand in like a couple of weeks. So that's all I got. What about did you see Hand That Rocks the Cradle on Hulu?
Man, every time I'm about to sit down and watch that, it's like I don't have it in me, man.
All right, well, I'll save that for next week because I got a crap ton of movies to speed run through right now, including before Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I had to charge my phone because I walked out of Shelby Oaks, and I was like, damn, I still got like an hour before I have to head up to Uptown to the theater. So I was like, AMC, I was in the AMC in Times Square because that's the only place that was showing Shelby Oaks. So I walked into another movie and The Mastermind was playing. I was like, nah, I actually want to pay to see this, or excuse me, use an A-list reservation to see this. And that movie's gone now too. But I walked into Chainsaw Man because that was just starting. And I had no idea. I've never seen an episode of Chainsaw Man. This is an anime.
Okay.
I don't really know much, but this is a movie. I sat and watched it for an hour while charging my phone. And I was like, oh, I like this enough. So after work one Sunday, I went to Market Fair and saw it in 3D. Chainsaw Man. The movie REZA ARC. There's only one season of this show, and this show's so popular now that they're putting this in theater. It made mad money. Basically, this dude named Genji he's possessed by a devil, and this devil, he fights other devils. He works with angels, and he fights other devils to rid Japan of devils, and he lives in Tokyo. And he's called Chainsaw Man because he has a you know how you pull the ripcord?
Yeah.
He has a ripcord in his chest, and when you pull that, out pops from the center of his hands chainsaws, and then his head explodes and turns into a giant chainsaw.
Sure, why not? Cool. Yeah, I mean, look.
So this whole movie, like I'm watching it, and I'm like, I have a feeling I would enjoy it more if I saw the show, but I got enough of the context where I'm like, this is entertaining enough. He falls in love with this girl who works at the cafe, and apparently apparently Genji's one of the most powerful devils and devil hunters. Come to find out, this girl that he fell in love with is also a devil, and she's the bomb devil. And
keep going, man.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this has some of the hardest stuff I've ever seen. Like, every time she, like, she destroys Tokyo trying to get Genji because she made a deal with the top-ranking devil to cut out Genji's heart and deliver it to him because Genji's that powerful. And every time, like, she goes finger guns, and she'll have sonic blasts and just go boom and shoot them and shoot people, and they just literally disintegrate and blow up. And and when she turns into the devil, her head becomes like a giant bomb. Like, it looks like a nuke.
Yeah, no, you know what? Japan.
I'm not gonna lie, the fights in this were hard. Like, Genji was on the verge of death, and they're like, apparently these devils have to drink blood in order to survive. And they told him, like, yeah, you haven't drank enough blood. And he's like, I don't care, I got a fighter. He cuts off the roof of the car, jumps on top of the car, and they start fighting on the moving truck. And they're just blowing up all of Tokyo because she's the bomb demon. Like, these fights are hard. Like, the only problem with this movie is, like, it's the problem with a lot of anime where, like, once the fighting starts, it goes on for, like, so long. Like, this fight lasts for, like, 45 minutes, bro.
I mean, that, you know, that's standard protocol. You know, for like, I grew up with Dragon Ball Z, where fucking a battle would last 18 weeks.
Yeah,
right?
That's why I had trouble watching Dragon Ball, because I'm just like, after a while, I'm like, yo, this is exhausting.
Right.
Especially when you're watching somebody so powerful just disintegrate and kill people left and right. You're just like, all right, well, I mean, the guy has some sort of weakness, but, like, yeah. The 3D was cool. The audience was really into it, laughing. They showed a preview for this movie, this new anime movie coming out next month called Jujutsu Kenshi, and they were going wild for that trailer. I was like, well, looks like I'm be reviewing anime, because apparently anime reviews are also helping out reviewers. Like, I've talked to a lot of reviewers, and they're like, yeah, me reviewing Demon Slayer, like, boosted my channel up. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, anime fans are a different breed, right? And like, honestly, not nearly as toxic as other fan bases.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me. But yeah.
I'm gonna say this. This is just, if I was 16, this would have been the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even say, like, oh, this is stupid, because I'm like, no, this is pretty cool. Like, it's cool. It's fun to watch. You know what I mean? I got nothing against this. I'm telling you though, it is violent. Like, when he turns into Chainsaw Man, it's some of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, because his hands are still sort of there, but it's just split in half with the chainsaw.
Let me look at what this.
Yo, the 3D was hard too. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, this came out in 3D, IMAX, and Dolby. And like, again, I went 7 p.m. on a Sunday, and it was sold out.
All right, so the first thing I typed in, Chainsaw Man, the movie, REZA ARC. The first picture that comes up, this nigga is riding a 3-eyed shark.
Yep, that's his sidekick.
All right, this yeah, all right, this is all right. This looks wild as shit.
Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, like, yo, if you have 2 hours to kill, use an A-list reservation. Go sit down and enjoy this. Like, it you've sat through worse. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Look, and going to a movie called Chainsaw Man, like, my expectations, right?
Yo.
Like, if it has a man with chainsaws, like, it's already won for me, right? Because I walked into a movie called Chainsaw Man. So if you got a man with chainsaws, you've already, half the battle's done.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna go see Jujutsu. I might as well. Like, I might as well just go see Jujitsu when it comes out. Like, at this point, I'm like, I'll be real with you. I like Chainsaw Man better than Demon Slayer, and I'm a Demon Slayer fan.
Right.
I'm not really a fan of Chainsaw Man. You know why I like this movie better? Because it was shorter.
Why?
And it has a beginning, middle, and end. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I kind of want this shirt, man. This motherfucker riding a fucking 3-eyed shark.
yeah, keep looking through pictures, because eventually you'll come across one of him fighting Bomb Girl, and you can finally see what Bomb Girl looks like.
All right.
Yeah, she. I was just like, damn, bro, she is committing atrocities in this movie. All right, while you look that up, I'm gonna move on to Richard Linklater. He's putting out 2 movies right now. One came out a few weeks ago, and I saw it. It's called Blue Moon. Stars an all-star cast with Ethan Hawke. This is based on a true story. It's about lyricist Lorenz Hart, and how he is basically falling to the wayside after his friend and former collaborator Richard Rodgers, his musical opens. And you know what his musical is, Jeff?
No, what is it?
Oklahoma. So he has to
okay.
sit there in this bar the whole night while everybody is praising his former colleague because of his fuck ups, and he didn't believe in Oklahoma, and now Oklahoma is the toast of the town. Richard Rodgers is one half of Rodgers and Hammerstein, you know, the most famous composer.
Yeah, all right.
Yep. And I didn't know this was based on a true story, because I never heard of Lorenz Hart. And I was just like, damn, bro, like this movie is hard to watch just because, and Lorenz Hart's played by Ethan Hawke again. But the reason why this is hard to watch is just because you're watching a man being taken down scene by scene by scene as he's watching all of his friends have success, and he's just sitting there as literally the musical world is moving on without him.
I mean, like, it's and we've all been there. Like you should have turned left when you went right, and everything kind of falls apart for you, and just having to watch as that happens. Yeah, that sounds, harrowing. It sounds relatable. Especially,
somebody
Oklahoma, right?
Somebody on Letterboxd said it is the most achingly sad, fun hangout movie I've ever seen. So that's Blue Moon, Richard Linklater's Blue Moon. Real quickly, I'm gonna get into Anniversary, a movie that Lionsgate was just like, here, pheasants. If I didn't go see Anniversary when I did in Times Square on Thursday, I wouldn't be able to see this movie, because it's playing in like very few theaters, and it only has 2 show times a day, which is 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. I went to a 4 p.m. show. This movie's bullshit. Like, it is terrible.
I haven't even heard.
You saw the trailer. We did the trailer talk for this.
Yeah, but I can't.
It's the Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler joint where the dude brings home the new girlfriend, and Diane Lane's like,
oh, I like that MAGA shit. Okay, yeah.
This movie already starts off pretty badly, because Diane Lane's like, yeah, we're neither liberal or conservative. We don't play to any political ideologies. I was like, oh, y'all already doing both sides of this shit. And just, this is showing, it's called Anniversary because this whole movie takes place on Kyle Chandler and Diane Lane's wedding anniversary over the course of years. So like a year later on their next anniversary, a year later on their next anniversary.
Okay.
And you're watching this family be torn apart because this woman is manipulating this family, and she has turned the world, the United States, into a fascist state because of this political ideology she created called The Choice, where she's like, America would be better if it was undemocratic and had no democratic leader. And the book she published became so popular that it became a movement, and now The Choice has become prevalent. So either you conform to The Choice or you are disappeared. And I was just like, I could see a world where this story would be good, but the way the execution is here and what the movie's trying to say is flimsy at best. Like, this shit, also, it is ugly to look at. It looks like somebody dipped their finger in Vaseline and smeared it over the camera lens.
Yeah. Cool.
All-star cast
Yeah,
in this
is-
motherfucker, too. Like, Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler, the chick from the last season of You. She's blonde in this. Zoe Deutsch, Kyle McCormick, our girl who was in Regretting You. Oh, man. McKenna Grace.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And Dylan O'Brien.
This sounds like a movie they made at the end of last year because they had to spend their budget. They had to spend, like, they had to use the money, otherwise their operating budget for the next year would have been cut.
Yeah, a critic I respect, Drew McWeeny, he posted a 1-sentence review, and his was, this is just plain uncomfortable to watch right now. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, because it shows how easily fascism can take hold, but also at the same time, this is a better director and a better writer would have executed this, and this would have been a vital movie right now. As it is, I'm like, this is stupid and irresponsible.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's the irresponsible for me. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it is.
Well, let me look up who the director on this. Let's see what else.
Yeah, I mean, it just refuses. The main problem with it refuses to engage with the specifics that it brings up. Like, it just paints broad strokes, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, you're just showing how easy fascism can rise, but like, man, this is fucking ham-fisted.
All right, so this is directed by Jan Komasa, who is a Polish filmmaker. His credits include Suicide Room, The Hater, Warsaw 44, Corpus Christi, and he looks like a dude who sniffs his own farts.
I've never seen any of those movies, but I heard Corpus Christi was actually decent, but, whatever. Yeah. It's, yuck. All right, let's move on to Nuremberg. Nuremberg is about the Nuremberg trials. This motherfucker is 2.5 hours.
I mean, it's a legal procedural, so about one of the most famous global trials in history. So I mean, I get the running time, but like, how is it?
I remember seeing the trailer, and I'm like, bro, this looks like a PBS fucking after-school special. And then it premiered at the film festivals. I can't remember if it was Toronto or Venice. And people were like, it's good, y'all. It's good. Oh, my God, it's good. So I was like, all right. I talked to the security guard yesterday. He's like, yeah, I liked it. He's like, I love Russell Crowe now. Like, I've always loved Russell Crowe, but this is like Russell Crowe's best performance in a minute. I was just like, damn, everybody loves fat Russell Crowe.
I mean, like, I'm really digging fat Russell Crowe, like, honestly.
So yeah, I look, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that it's good. I don't think it's great, nor will I think it'll be nominated for much this award season. It's written and directed by James Vanderbilt. James Vanderbilt's a legendary screenwriter. You know what I'm saying? He wrote, some movies he wrote was Zodiac. Right, great movie. But also he's wrote a lot of stinkers, including The Amazing Spider-Man, which I like. Well, sorta. It's okay.
That's Andrew Garfield, right?
Yeah, the first one was okay. It was not good, it's not great. Fine. It's just like,
It's fine. It was there.
He worked on the script for the sequel. He was one of 6 writers for that motherfucker. And he also worked on the script for Independence Day Resurgence.
Ooh.
The only
Ooh.
other movie he
Look,
wrote and directed is
sometimes you need yacht money.
the only other movie he wrote and directed was Truth by it's the movie about Dan Rather. It stars Kate Blanchett and Robert Redford. I've never seen it. I heard it was decent. So like this,
Yeah.
it has a gray filter on the whole movie, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. This is harrowing. Like, it's important. Like, I get it, but damn, this gray filter is doing too much. Russell Crowe's German accent is wild.
Not only do I love fat Russell Crowe, but over the last couple of movies, he's been trying to do like he's done. So now with this German in The Last Priest or whatever like that, the last like he did the fucking Italian accent, like Russell Crowe trying to fake his way through an accent is honestly a highlight of any film because he just slips in and out.
Look, it's fine. Like, I don't think you need to see this shit in a theater, quite frankly. Like, it's fine.
Isn't it coming to Netflix?
No,
or not?
no, this is a Sony Pictures classic.
Oh.
All-star cast in this. Main characters played by Rami Malek. He plays the doctor attending to these captured Nazis.
Okay.
John Slattery's in it. You know what I'm saying? Colin Hanks is in it. Ren Schmidt is in it. My boy Richard E. Grant's in it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna love this, Jeff. Michael Shannon's in it.
Okay.
And Michael Shannon, this is the most subdued I've seen Michael Shannon in a long time, bro.
I mean, look, Michael Shannon always elevates whatever project he's in, right? And it's good to see that he's not going to go crazy in this one.
Yeah, like, look. It is a perfectly fine movie. I think I rated it too high, though. I'm going to have to edit my rating. So, on Letterboxd. But, yeah, like, watch it when it hits whatever streaming service it's going to hit. Like, I don't know if I'd tell you, like, yeah, this is worth the 2.5 hours to sit in the theater for. It's good. Don't get me wrong, like, it's good, but...
Some movies you have to watch to be a completist, right? To like, all right, I've watched the movie, like the best movie on the Nuremberg trials.
Yeah, but I have also
right?
I have like 4 guilds I have to vote for. You know what I'm saying? So like at this point I have to, including doing this podcast. It's come to a point where like I am like Sean Fennessy, where I'm like, yeah, I gotta fucking watch this shit, man. Like, all right, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Nuremberg. Yeah, I got nothing else to say, man. It is A-okay, and nothing that anyone should be running out to be seeing. I went because I needed some time to kill before our final movie, Predator. You know what I'm saying? And I got in trouble for leaving early, but you know what? Like, look.
It's 2.5 hours, right?
With the Q&A, and it had a Q&A.
Yeah, so it's 3 hours. It's 3 hours every day.
And I mean this with all due respect to this group that I'm part of. I don't need to sit through a fucking Q&A for every movie. I know they they pride themselves on their Q&As as they should, but also I don't need to sit through a 30-minute Q&A with y'all all the time.
If a Q&A, right, is engaging and interesting, enlightening, well, all the the fucking quarter words, $1 words, yeah, great. But most of the time, it's shit that's rehashed from interviews that you can watch or read anywhere else, right?
I feel like, and no offense to this guild, but I feel like other guilds have more entertaining Q&As.
Yeah, I mean, look. I'm not gonna put my foot in my mouth. I'm just gonna stay quiet. But
you understand where I'm coming from, is what I'm trying to say.
100%, I understand where you're coming from. right?
And you guys gotta stop taking this personally. Like, yo, I paid to be in this guild, and the fact that I was told like, oh, so I could have gave this to one of the other people, and I was like, these people that you turned away, they're invited just to be seat fillers, bro. Like, fuck you. I paid for this shit. This shit ain't cheap. It's the most and honestly, it's the most expensive guild. And as far as importance, near the bottom of what I'm part of, and I'm not trying to denigrate this guild at all. I'm not doing that. I sincerely love the people there. I love the people. A few they've helped me out, but like at the same time, I'm like, guys, like as far as totem pole type,
look, and the fact that you don't have to do the thing that is in the name of the thing. Like, I'm trying to be as vague as possible, right? Like, you don't have to be part of media to be a part of this thing.
No, you have to be in the industry.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you actively, you know what I'm saying? Like...
All right, well, let's move on. I'm going to do real quick before we get into our main review. I'm going to do Rental Family. I saw this last Thursday. Hikari, this is Hikari's new movie. Hikari's done a lot of episodes of Beef. I think she's also done a few episodes of Atlanta, I want to say, if I'm correct.
Okay.
But Rental Family, it takes place in Japan, stars Brendan Fraser, and he's just this middle-aged man alone in Japan trying to make it as an actor. And he just happens upon this dude offers him a position in his rental family company, where he's like, you know, you're a actor. This is the ultimate part because you're going to be putting multiple hats on, like. And he's just like, what do you mean? He's like, well, think of it as we're helping people in addition to you acting. And I was just like, okay. It's one of those movies we get every year, like Coda or Green Book, where it is a dramedy, a feel-good dramedy. And when you get ones like these, when they work, they work. And I gotta say, I'm not a fan of Green Book. I thought Coda, good, but not Best Picture.
Right.
I like this. I like this a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it got me. Like,
okay.
Brendan Fraser, man. I want more of this from Brendan Fraser. This is the Brendan Fraser I like. This is such a good, like, I mean, look, nothing in here is a surprise, right? Like, it plays to all the beats you've seen before, but again, when they're executed well, tropes are tropes for a reason.
I don't have a problem with predictable if it's executed well.
Yeah, and like, it's a gorgeous movie. It is a gorgeous movie. My two complaints is a little choppy, and I wish they kind of just slowed it down, and this also goes hand in hand with the editing. I kind of wish the beats, the character beats, the story beats, give it some room to breathe. Because this movie is like an hour and 40 minutes, I want to say.
Right.
Hour 40, hour 50. Rare time I'm going to say, like, you know, maybe an extra 10 minutes to let some of these story beats breathe and not feel like we're rushing through it.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, like, this is a solid, and it's coming out at Thanksgiving. And once you see the movie, you'll be like, oh yeah, like it is.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's an adult movie, but not adult where you take your mom or your dad or your grandma and they would be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brendan Fraser does have multiple rendezvous with a Japanese prostitute, but you never see them have sex.
Right. It sort of feels, from the way you described it just then, it feels like Roofman, right? Where it's adult, right? It's great, like it's adult, but it's not adult, like as in like
Roofman earned its R rating, though. You know what I'm saying? This is strictly PG-13, and you could feel like, oh yeah, like you could feel they made this to be PG-13. I don't mean that as a derogatory or anything. Like, this is one of those movies where, like, hey, like, grandma wants to go see a movie, my mom wants to go see a movie, and I got a fucking 13-year-old kid. This is the safest bet.
Sometimes a 4-quadrant movie is what you need, right? You need something that you can just watch with everybody in your family, every demographic, and just have a good time. Like, people think movies always have to be like this high example of, introspective art. No, sometimes you just want to be entertained. Sometimes you just want to feel good.
2 things before I move on. One is I'm glad I watched the interview with Hikari and Brendan Fraser that they did, because this premiered at Toronto, and it got a lukewarm reception at Toronto. And I'm like, yo, fucking Toronto this year. Y'all have fucking got y'all sticks way up your asses. Listening to them talk about the movie and everything, it made me appreciate it a lot more, which is funny because I already enjoyed it. And number 2, I lost my train of thought. But, oh yeah, this is it. It got me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I shed a few tears at a certain point. Like, yo, listen, is it emotionally manipulative? Yes. Does it pull on the heartstrings a lot? Yes. But just enough where it didn't make you mad. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of movies like this that are super emotionally manipulative, where you're just like, ugh, y'all are trying so hard. And this one is just like, all right, it's emotionally manipulative just enough and pulls on the heartstrings just enough. You know what I'm saying? For it to not feel like I'm being cheated into liking this.
Yeah, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with watching a movie, feeling something, feeling good about humanity, walking out.
My thing is, I kind of wish this was a TV show. Like, they would do, like, each season, we'd have different, we'd follow these group of people at this rental family company, including Brendan Fraser, and every season we see different clients.
Look, from your mouth to God's ears, man. Like, the content game is heating up, so you never know.
Like,
you never know. This might end up on. This sounds like it end up squarely on Apple Plus.
This is a Searchlight Pictures movie, so it'll end up on Disney Plus, because Hulu is about to be no more in February. So Disney Plus, that's where it'll end up at. Yeah, I think it's wild to go on Disney Plus and see Alien Romulus and Alien Earth right next to Bluey. I was just like, that's... there's so many levels of wrong there. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from me, where I'm just like, what do we get? There's nothing to gain from doing this.
And look, I watch more on Hulu than I have ever watched on Disney Plus, and I like the fact that I have something that's not branded Disney.
It makes me mad that the stuff on Hulu is better quality streaming and audio wise on Disney Plus than it is on the actual Hulu app. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, that's Rental Family. Let's get into our main review, which is Predator Badlands. Look, y'all, Dan Trachtenberg, he's the Predator Whisperer.
Yeah, let this motherfucker cook. Whatever idea he comes up with for a Predator movie, just write him a check and walk away, because I wish the Alien franchise, had a Dan Trachtenberg.
Yeah, because it needs it bad, because, look, everybody who knows me knows, like, I I am do or die for the xenomorph. The xenomorph is like one of my favorite creatures. It still freaks me out. Alien is like the apex for me of films, and like the rest. I'll say the original 4 films. It's a sliding scale, and even I'm like the only freak that actually likes Prometheus. But like Alien, ever since Alien Covenant on, like it has just been like, man, what a waste. Like, and I can't even like the best thing from Alien should not be Fede Alvarez's Alien Romulus, at least recently.
Like, I'm still defending Alien Earth.
Yeah, you're
right?
the only
like,
person who likes that motherfucker.
Right, like I saw what he was trying to do, right, and to varying degrees, it was successful. It was a lot of self-congratulatory, like fucking Morbius strip dick sucking in this show, but for the most part, it expanded the lore just enough where it didn't feel insulting. But yeah, Fetty was supposed to be the Dan Trachtenberg of the Alien franchise. The only thing is, Sir Ridley, love you to death, but you gotta get out your own fucking way, man.
Yeah, especially for a franchise you seem to have apathy for, because every time somebody comes out with an idea for the series, you're like, well, I'm gonna do that. And then in the interviews, he's like, I'm tired of the xenomorph. I got nothing to say about the xenomorph. And I'm just like, I mean, man.
So he's bored with it, but he doesn't want anyone else to have it.
Yeah, and I think I honestly I think it's the Alien. I think it's Aliens. Like he's still sour over that.
But I don't. What do you want to say? Like,
what do you want me to say, bro? If I'm Ridley Scott, I don't give a shit. Anybody could do whatever the fuck they want with Alien. Like the fact that everybody has to go through him to get their Alien project made is insane. Can you imagine if John McTiernan was gatekeeping Predator? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Right?
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, your Alien movie is 40... Alien, the very first Aliens, bless you, is like over 40 years old. And your most recent projects, Prometheus and Alien Covenant, a lot of people don't fucking like, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah. It really has nothing to prove to anybody, right? And the fact that yes, this is the movie that put you on, right? This is the thing that made Ridley Scott. This got him Blade Runner, and this solidified him as the king of sci-fi.
Yeah, but I don't get it, because for 30 years he fucked off and did every other thing under the sun, and Alien wasn't even a thought in his mind. And then 30 years later he circles back and reclaims it, and now it is his. I'm just like, motherfucker, you are 88 years old and you have all these other different movies you want to make, including a Gladiator 3. Like, how about you just fucking worry about all these other movies you want to make and leave Alien to somebody else?
Yeah, so either find your version of Dan Trachtenberg that you can say, look, resurrect this shit, or I'm sure Trachtenberg has some alien ideas.
Yeah, because the way they incorporate the alien mythology into Predator, I was just like, man, this is more satisfying as an Alien sequel than anything that has come out from that franchise in a long ass fucking time.
Yeah. So let's get into Predator Badlands, which of how long? When did Predator come out? What, 83, 84?
Before I was born.
So all right, so let's say the movie's 40 years old, right? This is definitely the most fun of them.
Yeah.
Right? When I say fun, it's like it feels it and you'll see this out there. people are gonna call this Predator and Friends, right? That's not an insult to me. This feels like Milo and Otis with fucking swords.
It's definitely the most family friendly Predator, but also keep in mind, it's still a Predator movie. Like, yeah, it's PG-13, but like, yo, people were complaining about The Dark Knight being violent and how that should have been rated R. As family friendly as this is, and it has there's a cuddly character in this. Walking out, I was just like, this should not have been PG-13.
Like, the only reason it's PG, they got away with the PG-13 rating is because there's no red blood.
Right. There's tons of blood, tons of guts.
Right.
Couple of characters get their heads stomped in, and I shit you not, they curb stomp a couple of characters. One character has their head pop off like a grape, and I was just like, wow, y'all. Wow.
I mean, look, and it like that one scene where when he first fights the Kalisk, right? And he fucking throws his sword, right? And it slices right down the middle of that motherfucker, and he walks through it.
Oh yeah, that's not the
right?
Kalisk. That's the hammer.
The
rhino.
Okay, yeah, that's right. The rhino.
Yeah. And holds up the skeleton, bro, as the guts are
Yeah.
dripping off, and I'm like, y'all, this is PG-13.
Y'all,
You know what I'm saying? It's like when I first saw Lord of the Rings, like Fellowship of the Ring. I remember sitting in the theater, and I was like, this movie's hard, but also I remember being like, bro, how is this fucking PG? Like, I remember sitting in the theaters, and when that one fight scene where they were shooting, where they're in the mines of Moria, and they were shooting arrows, and the orcs were getting it, and you just see black blood gushing out the orcs, or where Aragorn was chopping off orcs' head, and there'd be fucking black blood gushing out, and I'm like, wow, this is PG-13, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
no red blood.
like,
as long as there's no red blood.
Yo, like, there is a violent, and I mean a violent fucking killing at the beginning of this movie that sets this whole thing off. And even I was just like, God damn, this is fucking brutal, bro. Jesus Christ.
I was like, they're not going to show it, right? They're going to cut away, right? Oh, no. They're going to show it.
Squirts of green blood everywhere in that scene. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Homie has an arm missing, crawling on the ground, begging, pleading. And I mean, like, literally pleading. And I was just like, y'all, this is PG-13. Wild.
Yeah, I love how this movie expands on the culture of the Predator without fucking like an encyclopedic info drop.
Yeah,
right?
and you know, normally when they start explaining the creature, it kind of makes it a little less scary. Like they started doing that with Alien, where they're trying to explain the xenomorph, and you're just like, you know, you guys don't need to explain it. When they're explaining the Predator culture here, by the end of the movie, I'm still kind of terrified of a Predator, just because those motherfuckers are violent. Like, that's all they do is hunt and kill, and
like that is their society's bait, like, call the weak.
Yeah, man. And like, yo, listen, this is the first. I think this is the perfect direction for this franchise, because they definitely needed something new besides another fucking Ultraman versus a Predator. And I think it took it in the right direction of us following this outcasted Predator and this Predator's journey. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the character arcs and the story beats are predictable, but it works because it's well written, well directed, and this is why I say, just like Rental Family, tropes work for a reason. And I'm like, Disney is doing tropes better and their subsidiary companies than they are in their main company, because, like, man, the last big blockbuster we got was Tron Ares, and bro, this fucking mops the floor with that movie. Like, Jesus Christ.
Special effects wise, story wise, character wise.
A Predator and an android should not be more well rounded than any of the characters in Tron, bro. And there's humans in Tron. That's what's crazy about it. Is like we have human characters in that motherfucker.
Okay. Like, how is the Predator, right? Like by the end of this fucking movie, you're rooting for a Predator. For the last 40 years, this has been the ultimate badass enemy. And in this one is like, fucking do what you gotta do, son.
Yo, listen.
Right? Go get your friend.
Speaking of the alien mythos, they do something in the third act of this movie that was it's so much better than what they did in one of the previous Alien movies, where I was just like, I wanted to stand up and just be like, yeah, nigga, yeah.
The only thing that would have made this peak would be if it were practical. So the only thing that would have made that better is if it were practical.
I understand though why they didn't do it practical, because like, you know, if you watch the where that came out and what this part of this third act came from, I mean, even watching it when I first saw the movie, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker can barely move. It's kind of janky and you know what? It's been done better in movies since then too. Like I even liked it better in Matrix.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I still like the OG. Is still
nah, but
it
this
still
one,
works
this
for me.
one is this one's harder, dog, because this got fucking all types of shit on it,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's bigger.
Yeah. Right. But like the thing I loved more than anything else about this movie, there's no fucking obvious fan service. Right?
Yeah, because
like,
they could have easily played Long Tall Sally right and when they get to the third act, because it'll make sense when you guys see the movie of where it'll be like, oh, they could have came across a computer program and played Long Tall Sally. Like the way they incorporate Wayland Yutani in this shit, I'm just like, motherfucker, we are going to get this Alien versus Predator movie right.
Right, like one way or another, right? Like a proper one, not this Requiem bullshit or that other movie that took place.
The one that took place in the pyramid with Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Lance Heckerson, man. If he was still alive, could you imagine if that motherfucker popped
Lance
up in this?
I forgot Lance died. It was like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he would have been in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I don't need obvious callbacks. Like if I'm gonna watch this multiple times, and I'll probably see shit that, you know, if you're a fan or if you're looking closely, it's like, oh shit, that's a reference to X, Y, and Z, right? But it's not obvious. Unlike fucking Romulus.
Yeah, that's the difference. There's the difference there.
Right. It was like, get away from her, you bitch. And I'm like,
I thought she was going to say that at that point, too.
Yeah.
I really thought they were going to go there, and they didn't.
Right. And if they had, it would have ruined fuck this whole entire movie if they had done that.
I agree. Like, yo, listen, like, I do think the effects are rough at points. You know what I'm saying? Like, but not distractingly enough where it took me completely out, where I was just like, you know, they're doing the best they can. You know what I mean? You can't... This is the biggest budget a Predator movie has ever had. And I'm a little scared because I'm like, I think y'all might have spent too much money on a Predator movie.
Yeah. So when the movie first started, I was kind of worried because that first fight scene in the cave, right? It was dark and it moved so fast. Right, that I was like,
I wasn't, but maybe again I was distracted because there was two fuckers standing behind me, and I hate when people stand behind me during a movie because I'm like,
but this whole time,
go find your fucking seat.
The whole entire Gin Pop this time, they were peak
Disney,
assholes.
Disney fucked up. It was so like I kept looking behind them, and I thought me staring at them, they would finally get it and go find some fucking seats. But then security finally walked over. She's like, yeah, you guys gotta go sit down. You can't be fucking standing here. And then as that fight was going on. And then 5 minutes later, I see the exit door, the bright light from the exit door open up, and I see them pull 2 people in. And I was like, oh, I know what that's about. They're on their fucking phones because they're telling us 10 times. And this never happens at press screenings because we all know, don't.
Right.
Because they're recording, don't. And if they see you, like, yo, you could easily get your press credentials revoked, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
They pulled them into the emergency exit, talked to the 2 dudes. One dude went back to his seat. Other dude got ushered out by 2 security guards.
Right.
And then the one security guard near the end of the movie had to tell the bitch in front of me, hey, you got to put your phone away. And she was on a fucking FaceTime call.
Was she?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a FaceTime call.
Yeah, because I saw her put her phone up when the security guard's like, what are you doing on your phone? I saw her put the phone up. The screen was blank, right? You know how FaceTime, it'll have like, you know, the video like we're doing?
Right.
Hers, it was just the letter of the person she was talking to.
What is wrong with fucking people? Y'all have gone off the deep end when it comes to being connected or being on your phone, right? No one is that important that you can't spend an hour and 40 minutes not on your phone while you're it's not even like you're in a movie, right? You're doing something else. If you were that important, right?
You wouldn't
then
be
you
at the
wouldn't
movie.
be there.
Yeah,
Right.
man. If you got something better to do, I like, yo, if I had an emergency, I would have just left. I would have left and not come back. Like, no, like sometimes you got to put in perspective how important a movie is. And personal shit comes first over a movie. And I would just leave.
Right. I mean, I will always talk about the 2 fucking fat bastards. And I don't give a fuck. I'm fat shaming these 2 motherfuckers because who during Jurassic Park, this motherfucker had a full, like, not only did they show up late, they were talking, right? But this motherfucker picked up his goddamn phone and had a conversation.
Yeah, I've yet to enjoy Superman fully because the press screening, I told you about the press screening, how that was fucked up. When I went to see it again in 3D, that shit was fucked up because these 2 Palestinian girls brought in all this Taco Bell, and it was disgusting, the mess they left. I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all acting like pigs, and the entire movie was screaming death to the IDF and Superman is Palestinian. Told the white chick sitting next to me, shut the fuck up because you're being racist, to tell us to be quiet. And then they had their phones out with the flashlight on, filming us every time they went to the Middle East to save those Middle Eastern people. And I'm like, you know, you guys understand this is exactly the type of shit that turns people on the movement. And then the third time I went to go see Superman in IMAX 3D at Neshaminy, fucking fat bitch and her fat friend would not stop talking, giggling and shit. I told you. Remember, like, she's like, I don't get out that much. I'm like, fucking clearly.
Right.
I'll never forget her during the Cat in the Hat trailer, where at the end, because you've seen the trailer, where Thing 1 and Thing 2 pop out. She's like, Thing. And then another one pops out, and the kids scream, and she screams too.
Yeah. I mean, look, act like you know better, right? When you, like, movies, right? The price of admission for all of them, right? Because we got the A list, right? So it's the fucking $27 a month. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, I pay the extra $1 so I can see movies in New York.
Right. So like I think it's 28, with tax, whatever I'm paying. But for the rest of y'all, right? People pay too much money to go to a movie to have to deal
with your bullshit.
With your bullshit. Right? It's simple courtesy. Right? You go to this public space, right? They shouldn't have to tell you to shut the fuck up, right? but obviously we need to, right? You shouldn't have to. Like, it should be understood. If you are watching something with some people in a large group in a room, right? Shut the fuck up.
It's a combination of two things. It's the shutdown has fried everybody's brain, because I've noticed ever since we've come out of lockdown, everybody's apathy and empathy levels are just fucking off the charts in both directions. Empathy is at an all-time low. Apathy is at an all-time high. Also, social media, because everybody wants to be the main character. Like, everybody's suffering from main character syndrome. Everybody.
Like, everybody wants to get like the picture so they can throw it on Twitter for their 30 followers to show, like, oh, look at this thing I spoiled from this movie that's coming out in 3 days. Right? And I bet that's what happened last night.
What, with the dude who got escorted out?
Yeah, he was probably fucking clout chasing.
Because I'm like, if this girl didn't get kicked out for being on a FaceTime call, mind you, there was 15 minutes of the movie left by that point. But if she didn't get kicked out, I guess, he must have did something. He must have did something, because I've never seen anybody escorted out except for the Ghost in the Shell.
Well, you know.
Did I tell you what happened at that?
Yeah. Yeah, you told.
So, for those of you who don't know, I have not seen this guy ever since, and I think he got reported just because even critics were just like, well, fuck you for that, because that ended up being true. Before Ghost in the Shell started, the Paramount rep came out. He was like, welcome to the Ghost in the Shell screening. We hope you guys are excited. And you just hear somebody go, whitewash. And he goes, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? And he ran up to where it came from, and they found the people and pulled them out of the screening. And I will never forget going on Twitter right afterwards and saying, movie fucking sucks. But the crazy part about it is somebody yelled whitewash, and they got kicked out. And I saw a bunch of black critics, because it was a black dude and his kid who got kicked out. They were just like, you guys could have proven him wrong by letting him stay and watch the movie, and just been like, no, that's not the movie. Stay and watch it. And the movie, nothing was going on except this dude making a fucking self-important speech. Could have proved him wrong, and yet you proved him right by A, kicking him out, and then B, having the reveal of the movie be that Scarlett Johansson used to be an Asian woman.
Is that what happened in that movie? Because I can't remember. Like, I can't remember a goddamn thing.
That's the only thing I remember, is that the reveal at the end is that she used to be an Asian woman. I was just like, nah, son. I was like, nah, son. And I was already pissed off, because that screening was at Kips Bay. Like, they gave it to us in IMAX 3D, but it was at Kips Bay. And I remember all of us were just like, we have to come all the way the fuck over here. So that's how long I've been going to press screenings.
I still have never gone to Kips Bay. I've never seen the inside of that place.
Warner Brothers loves sending us to Kips Bay.
But
I gotta talk to the new Warner Brother contact, though. I gotta reach out to this new Warner Brothers contact, because our old contact left, and everybody threw a party. Oh, by the way, I talked to Nadia, and even Nadia hated her. I was like, oh, she was your contact too? She's like, yeah, it was like fucking pulling teeth for this woman. I had to tell her, I'm Rotten Tomatoes certified, I'm part of the CCA, and even being part of these groups of the requirements to get into these screenings, she still wouldn't let me the fuck in at points.
Yeah. So
you think she left, or she got fired? You think just people?
I mean, look, I think she left, right? Because it got worse closer to her sending that email. So it was definitely like, I'm gonna do the least amount possible while I wait for the ink to dry on whatever else I'm doing.
Yeah, man, because like Dave keeps I'll never forget that story Dave told me where he went to her boss and then 2 hours later got a call from her. You never do that again. How
Well,
dare you?
Then do your fucking job. Then do your fucking job. You're gonna have to do that. That's how that
Yeah,
works.
but anyways, that's the only other time I've seen somebody get kicked out of a press screening was
Right.
Ghost
So
in the Shell.
Yeah. All this to say, fucking act like you belong. When you
Right.
go to a movie, act like you fucking belong there.
Right.
Right?
Whitewash that shit that still pisses me off. I'm like, bro, should have let them watch the fucking movie.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have ended up worse for them if dude had stayed, right? And it's like, oh, he was making a snarky joke, but then to see it, like, find out, like, oh wait, she was an Asian woman. It's like, yeah,
because that was the thing, the whole fucking run up to that movie. Because everybody knows Ghost in the Shell, one of the most popular animes of all time. I own the motherfucker. We were like, why is Scarlett Johansson the main character and not like an Asian person? And then
yeah, I mean, so like, dude was right, like 100%. Not even like in a like, yeah. Somehow, it's even more like, to me, it's more racist that she used to be Asian and then like became Scarlett Johansson. I wish they would have just like, this is the character Scarlett Johansson the whole entire time, right? It's less racist that way.
like, I get it. That was at a time where you could not put a minority in a big budget blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? And but if you're gonna adapt an anime, that's like them trying to do Akira. And there's the longest point in time where Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna play Kenda, and I'm like, whoa, what? What? And Neo Tokyo was gonna be Neo New York, and I'm like, whoa, what?
So then just don't do Akira. Then make something new.
You just call it something else and just say inspired by Akira.
Right. It like from the world of Akira.
Yeah,
Or some shit like that.
I hope that shit's dead, bro. Like every fucking 5 years, it's like The Crow. Remember The Crow? Every like 2 years, that shit would pop up with a new star and a new director. And I'm like, y'all, let it die. Nobody wants this. And it finally got made, finally came out, and everybody was just like, we told you we did not want this.
If you put together a movie with everyone who was supposed to play or be in Akira, it would be a star-studded affair. The movie doesn't even have to be about like nothing to do with Akira, but if everybody who was attached to that movie got attached to any other movie, it would probably be the biggest film of that year, right? Because like all the stars that have been attached to that fucking film.
It would be the whitest movie to ever take place in Japan.
And then the wind whispered, "White people."
The shit's Hollywood, man. Yeah, I hope Akira's dead though. Like if I'm and before we get back to Predator, I'm gonna say this: if we're gonna do Akira over, just do it as a miniseries and adapt the manga. I don't want you guys to do a live action remake of the anime. The manga and the anime, same story, told in two completely separate ways. Because the anime is 2 hours and the manga is 8 volumes, and each volume is like 300 pages.
Or stop trying to do live action remakes of this shit because A, you never get it right, and B, no matter what you do, the diehard fans that you're trying to get to spend money to see your live action remake, they're going to find something wrong with it because you'll never please them.
I didn't finish it because y'all canceled it, but I did enjoy the live action remake of Cowboy Bebop.
And that was the closest thing you were going to ever get to a live action version of Cowboy Bebop, right? That was in the spirit of the fucking anime, and you motherfuckers still weren't happy.
I'm surprised One Piece is still going. Like, that's getting a second and third season because I've heard nothing about it.
Right, like anyone, I was talking about anime with somebody this weekend randomly, and I was like, "Hey, what about that One Piece?" It was like, "Oh, I don't like that shit." I was like, "Then how is it still going?"
Yo, listen.
It's Netflix, though. Netflix.
I did want to watch One Piece until I saw that the show is currently over 1,000 episodes, and I was like, no, thank you. So that's crazy to me that there's a live action remake of a show that is currently still going and has over 1,000 episodes. Also, is the main character's not fucking Asian either, being played by an Asian character in that either. Like, I've seen the photos. I'm like, he looks Hispanic, I think. Luffy, the dude, because Luffy's the main character. I know that much. Looks like he's played by a Hispanic dude. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he might be Filipino or something, but he looks Hispanic.
The fact that you said there was 1,000 episodes, I'm exhausted even thinking about 1,000 episodes. I will never watch One Piece. I will just
that's one of the biggest animes, right? One of the biggest animes. I don't understand how nobody talks about this live action remake and nobody's talking about it and it's still going. Yeah. How's that possible?
Netflix, because Netflix don't give a fuck. Like Netflix.
How do they plan on doing this though? You can't. There's no way. Like, you could tell. I've seen the trailers for this live action remake. They spent a lot of fucking money. And I'm like, y'all are spending a lot of money on a live action remake of a show that has 1,000 episodes. How do y'all plan to go through these stories if there's over 1,000 fucking episodes? That's just like Naruto. Dog, I gave up on Naruto. I watched the original show, and then I started watching the sequel, Naruto Shippuden, and I just gave up because I'm like, bro, this is just way too much. And you know eventually they're going to do it because, like, everybody and their mom loves Naruto, and I'm just like, oh, man.
Yes. You're never going to get it right. You're like that. Even if you get it right, the fan base is going to hate it. So why put your money into something fucking original?
Fucking Netflix. You're greenlit.
Anyway, back to Badlands. We'll talk about all sorts of other shit. We'll spiral like a motherfucker in this.
But yeah, Predator Badlands. Please go see this in the theater. Right. Like, I'm gonna see it again in 3D. I made an A-list reservation to see it in 3D. Because there's parts of this movie where I was like, oh, nah, this shit would have been fucking hard in 3D, dog. Right. Nah, son, nah.
See it premium. If you can see it in IMAX, see it in IMAX.
I would say, this is one of the rare times I'm going to tell you, see it in Dolby, because this movie's not shot for IMAX. So there was black bars at the top and bottom, and I was just like, Disney, you would have done better just renting out the Dolby Theater. The Dolby Theater has less seats.
Right.
And that way you could have kept it critics only and not having to worry about filling seats with all these gem pop motherfuckers.
Look, they wanted the word out there, yada yada yada.
I get it because it's tracking low.
Well, that's because they're not putting I don't know why they are not putting more oomph into this, right? Like, you couldn't escape Tron, right? You couldn't escape the marketing for fucking Tron. The fact that there was a critic screening last week, and we get the screening yesterday, right?
Right, and the thing about what's crazy about it is there was a lot of top name critics at our screening last night, and I was just like, I was talking to people, I was like, you didn't get invited when they showed up. I was like, you didn't get invited to the one last week? They're like, nah, they just gave me this one. And I'm like, how the no offense to you, Chris. Like, I mean this as no offense, but Chris, how the fuck did you get into the screening last week?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they're trying to keep this under wraps, right? This is fucking good. And you said it last night. This is you said it on earlier in the show. This is a family, as family friendly as Predator can be.
Right.
Like, you could take like, and it's PG-13, right? You can take your teenagers to this. You can take a 10-year-old to this.
Yes,
right?
you can.
Right? Which is wild because it's ultra violent, but also the movie's about fucking friendship.
Right.
Right? It is Milo and Otis with fucking swords and disembowelments, which is a wild statement to say, right? But this is it is Predator and Friends, and I loved it. I love the fact that it was like, it expands the lore, but also it changes the dynamic of what we see as a Predator.
And it's fucking funny. I've never thought I would say a Predator movie's funny, and it's funny without
trying. It's not trying.
Right. It's situational humor.
Right.
It ain't the Marvel humor where it's like, ha, this is stupid. No, it takes itself seriously, but it's situational humor. It's an adventure movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's crazy. It's like, yo, Predator goes on an adventure. I love one person I follow on Letterboxd. They saw it last night, and they're like, I can't not wait to see Predator Days of Heaven. I was like, that. I read that shit, and I could not stop laughing.
But Dan Trachtenberg, with these 3 Predator films, right? Prey, Killer of Killers, and this, has proven that you can expand the Predator mythos, right? And be true to like the source material, but do some interesting and fun fucking things. Prey is a different movie than Badlands, right? So they're not like Badlands is not a sequel to Prey, right? It's not a sequel technically to any of these fucking movies, right?
Yeah, all 3 Predator movies that he's made so far have stood alone, and that's what's crazy. Is like he could have did a sequel to Prey, he chose not to. He could do a sequel to Killer of Killers. I don't think he's going to. He could do a sequel to this. He probably won't. Like if I have a feeling if Dan Trachtenberg is going to keep doing Predator movies, they're going to just follow different characters. Like I have a feeling homie's just like, I want to make different movies. I get it, because you don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over, especially since he's now done 3 of these in a row. So if I was him too, I'd probably be like, if I'm going to keep making Predator movies, they got to be different, bro.
Right.
Like I can't keep doing the same fucking thing. I don't want to I get why he doesn't want to revisit characters.
Right.
And what I'm trying to say.
And if he blesses someone with the ability to do a sequel on any of these, right? Then yeah, they can do that. Right? Like I want him to Ridley Scott that.
Yeah, I was about to say he should be the Ridley Scott of the Predator franchise.
Yeah.
My only complaint about this is I did not like the score. I thought the score was overbearing, and because I like the score for Prey, because at least the score for Prey had Native American influences into the music, incorporated the culture into it. This, I'm just like, bro, where are the fucking drums, dog? Like, even Killer of Killers had the Predator theme in it.
Right.
This doesn't even have the Predator theme in it. Like the none of that. And I'm like, not even the Predator. Come on, man. There's shots where they're walking through the jungle where I was hoping to hear the Predator drums. The
yeah. No, I get you.
Listen, when I make an action movie, I'm stealing the Predator drums, dog.
I mean, honestly, every action movie should just like I got a theory that you can end any movie with either Simple Man or Freebird, right? Any movie, pick a movie. If the closing song is either Freebird or Simple Man, it'll work. I will say any action movie, if you put the Predator drums in there or the Predator score, it works.
Yeah, the Predator drums in a lot of movies would work, man.
Right.
Like, yo, could you imagine the Predator drums in Tenet? You know what I'm saying? Where he first, where he steps out and he's first inverted and he steps in the puddle, where he gets into the car chase. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he stepped out, imagine if they played the
man, John Wick, like just walking through.
Yep.
Right. With Predator, right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, listen, the Predator drums would make your movie 10 times better.
Isn't that Alan Silvestri?
Yep.
Did he? Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh God! Like, look, there's some scores that are just ingrained in your brain, right?
Yeah, and Dan, you used it. You used it for Killer of Killers. I don't understand why you didn't bring it back here. And I'm not talking like the whole score should have been.
Just notes.
Yeah, just notes. Just notes. Like even Hans put in a few notes from Vangelis's Blade Runner in the 2049 at points of the movie.
Right. Right.
Like, come on, man.
But if that is the only fucking complaint about Badlands, that's a good movie.
Like,
that's a good movie.
When he was stalking the rhino, the hard skinned rhino in the glass field, that's where it should have been played right there.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. And look, this movie from jump, like it fucking goes, right? And when he lands up on Genna, like you'll see why they call it Badlands.
I mean, I thought the whole movie was going to take place on the Predator planet because once the movie opens, you're just like, damn, this is a fucking wasteland these niggas live in.
Right. It's like, this is the Badlands. All right, it's the desert. Like, no.
And then they drive past this giant skeleton that's just in the middle of the desert. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? I want to see a movie about that. And they never come back to that shit. That's what's crazy. Like, there's shots in this movie where you're just like, what the fuck is that? And what does that thing do?
Yeah, it is. The
one thing I love about this movie is on both planets, they make it clear anything and everything will kill you. Like right from the opening, you see a fly get eaten, and then
the thing eats the fly,
and then the lizard gets ran over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like on both planets, anything and everything will kill you and is actively trying to kill you.
Yeah, like the whole time when we first meet Thea, right? That the fucking that open field with those poppy plants.
Yeah.
Right? Like
or the bugs. The bugs that explode. I love that.
Yeah.
That was the funniest part of the movie to me, where homie he just shrugged. He's like, all right. He's like, hey,
it's like,
I'll remember that.
Right? And that's like, it's just things like that. It's not obvious. It's not an obvious joke. It is a character thing. Right?
Because you would have the same reaction. That's what makes it funny. It's just like, oh shit, all right, cool. I'll save that
this
for
does
later.
That? Okay. Noted. The Predator franchise shouldn't be better. Like Dan Trachtenberg's The Predator series of movies franchise should not be better than what we're getting out of Star Wars.
I'll say this. As I said before, I am an Alien person, do or die, right? Alien to me has higher highs, but it also has lower lows. Like, it's crazy to me that now Predator has surpassed Alien and that it is the better consistent franchise. Like, I'll say this. I don't think any Alien thing, well, nah, maybe Covenant. I'm trying to decide which one's worse, Covenant or The Predator. Because there's only two Predator movies I don't like. I don't like Predators, because I feel like Predators probably would have been better if Robert just did that himself.
Yeah, like
took another pass at the script. And then The Predator,
That was Fox. That was Fox.
Yeah, because I've heard from people who went to test screenings and saw Shane Black's original movie and then went to go see it in theaters. They were just like, man, what the fuck happened?
Because this felt like Badlands felt like a Shane Black movie. Right?
Yeah.
If Shane Black had written like if you had told me like Shane Black was like ghost wrote some of this, I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yo, that's just fucking wild to me. One of the most critically acclaimed screenwriters got his movie neutered.
Yeah.
But also, like, you could tell the autism kid was gonna be in there no matter what, and that was just a bad choice all around.
Because it was, I think that was the time where people were all of a sudden starting to realize that autism was a thing, and they wanted to capitalize on it, right?
And I get what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's trying to put it in a positive light, but him trying to put it in a positive light, it just came across in poor taste.
Right. It felt like it was written by someone who had no experience with autism.
Right, and he's trying to say this kid has superpowers because he's autistic, which I'm just like, yuck.
All right, like
yuck.
it's all right.
Yeah.
Like,
And you know what did it better? The Accountant movies.
100%. Right? And I will take any opportunity I can to say this. Go watch The Accountant 2.
Hell yeah. Hell
Watch
yeah, because I need Accountant
I need the third one. I need the third one.
Yeah, I need Accountant 3, baby. Especially since it's going to be, basically it's going to be The Accountant in Love, because Anna Kendrick's coming back.
Yeah. So, yeah, I need that movie. But
I mean, they already set it up. The nigga went on speed dates.
Yeah. So people don't forget that The Accountant 2 is a thing, and it was fucking amazing.
I would say, as far as action movies go this year, this is number 1, and The Accountant's number 2.
Yeah, I mean, what other action movies have we had this year? I mean, like you'd have to tell, like nothing.
Nothing that's
mind.
not sports or superheroes.
Right. Like standalone original thing. Like I can't think of anything.
In fact, the only other action movie I remember seeing was A Working Man, and that was trash.
That was.
I was trash. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like as far as because yo, I like this better than fucking Mission Impossible.
Oh, 100%.
Accountant 2, I like better than Mission Impossible.
Man, and I love the Mission Impossible franchise. If I never see Dead Reckoning or the Final Reckoning, whatever the fuck,
The Reckonings.
The Reckonings. If I never see them again, I'd be fine.
It kind of makes me wish Chris only did Rogue Nation. As much as I love Fallout, and Fallout's my favorite, if he stepped away after doing Rogue Nation, we probably could have gotten a Catherine Bigelow Mission Impossible. Could have got Paul Thomas Anderson's Mission Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have gotten some, like, really cool people to make these movies.
Yeah, we could have.
No offense to you, Chris, because I'm not going to denigrate. You made 4, and I'll say one's a masterpiece, one's pretty good, and then 2 are... I'll be honest with you, I like Mission Impossible 2 better than The Reckonings.
Okay, yeah, 100%. Like I'm not going to argue that. And like
the biplane sequence at the end of the last one probably would have been the coolest shit I've ever seen if they hadn't done
the helicopter shit.
Yeah.
The helicopter duel. Yeah.
Which immediately was followed by them having a fist fight on the side of a mountain. So I mean, y'all kind of fucked up there.
Yeah.
Like, I know everybody's like, the last 30 minutes with the biplanes. I'm like...
But we saw that before.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one part of the biplane sequence where I'm like, oh, that is fucking crazy and insane. It's where he's hanging on the side, and the force of the wind is just pushing on him, and you hear the wind, and the camera just slowly pushes in on him hanging, and you just see the wind pushing him. I was like, that's fucking hard. But otherwise, like the rest of the shit, I'm just like, it's just Tom Cruise doing Tom Cruise shit.
Right.
Quite frankly,
it's a highlight reel. It's just like it's the Reckonings is a highlight reel.
Yeah, because everybody's like, well, what about the car chase in Dead Reckoning Part 1? I'm like, what about it?
I forgot.
The
about
one
it.
in Fallout was fucking much better.
Like, look, the car chase in the last Fast and the Furious. Honestly,
I wouldn't go that far. Because
right.
Fast X. Also, it came out that Vin Diesel has been lying. The last Fast 10 Part 2 is not in development because Universal's tired of Vin and his shit because they can't agree on a script and they can't agree on a budget. Universal wants this to cost no more than $150, and I'm like, smart.
Yeah.
And Vin's trying to get the budget that he had on the last few, and I'm just like, bro, y'all barely made your money back on 10. 10 is one of the most expensive movies ever made.
And
and you switched directors halfway through production.
The fact that the Fast and the Furious franchise is a franchise is a miracle in itself.
A franchise
right?
he didn't even want to be part of, bro. Because they wrote 4 different scripts, right? One that had just Vin, one that had just Brian, one that had both, and then one that had new characters just in case even Paul Walker was like, nah, I'm good. So Vin left, and they're like, all right, well, we'll go with the one that just has Paul Walker's character, and that's what we got. So you didn't even want to be part of your own fucking franchise, bro. He only came back because Universal's like, oh, this is going to be like American Pie where we send these direct to video. And Vin's like, oh, no, fuck that.
Yeah, so like the fact that $150 million when this franchise had first started,
it was like 60.
To think they were going to get 100, it wasn't even 60. That could have cost 60. The first one, right?
Old Google.
But the fact that this shit is now, you have the audacity to bulk at $150 million. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, man. Like, even I'll be real with you. Even 150 is still a bit much, quite frankly. Like,
right?
I do think they need to scale the fuck down on this franchise. But that's just me, man. That's just my personal opinion. I think they after the 9th one where they went to space, they kind of ran out. Yeah, you're right. It was 38 million.
Yeah, like if you can't do it for 150, you can't do it for 250, right? That's my thinking. If $150 million, think of that. If $150 million, you can't make a movie, then you just didn't want to make a fucking movie.
Let's see what the budget on Fast 10 was, because Fast 10, Jesus Christ. Yeah, no wonder they're just like, yo, Vin, no, fuck you.
What was it?
Jesus Christ. $378.8 million.
Let's call it 4. We might as well just fucking call it 4.
Let's round it up to 380. We'll just say 380.
$380 million for like both of them, right?
Just for Fast 10.
What?
And you know what they made globally? This is just globally, because it topped out at 200 here, which is not good. Globally, it made $715 million. So they just barely made their money back. That includes marketing.
Yeah. $380 million fucking dollars. For that.
Yeah, exactly, for that. And they're trying to scale it back to 150. I can't blame them for being like, yeah, we're scaling the shit back.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Honestly, it would do the series some good to fucking scale back, quite frankly.
Honestly, it's disrespectful that it costs $380 million. It's fucking disrespectful. You know how
fucking Guillermo has to go to fucking Netflix to make his dream project, which is Frankenstein. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And these motherfuckers are getting that much money for this dumb shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Motherfucking even Nolan says he has trouble getting the budgets he wants, but he only gets them because of the clout and the success. Right. Come on, man. Denny's out here making Dune movies that are making money, and even he is having trouble getting Cleopatra and Rendezvous with Rama for the budgets he needs.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. $380 million. That's disrespectful. Ugh.
Yo, Francis Ford Coppola ran out of money making Apocalypse Now, and even that motherfucker said we had too much money.
Right? Like, some of y'all motherfuckers, but some of you never grew up indie, and it shows. Some of you never did a real indie movie with like 4 friends and a camera.
That is wild. That is wild. Let me look up the budget for Predator Badlands, because like that's fucking crazy. Nah, son.
308, like that is fucking wild.
Yo, and Predator Badlands has much more effects and action.
Right. It's a better movie.
Well, yeah. It's also much shorter and not as fucking stupid. Okay, so this motherfucker only cost $100 million.
So yeah. So if you can't make Fast X Part 2 the finaling for 150, then you didn't want to make the movie.
I will say they definitely spent too much money on a Predator movie, because if I'm a dude at Disney, I love this franchise, and even I'm like, yo, 80 million should be the ceiling for a Predator movie.
Right.
And I love this movie. I want you guys to go see it so it makes money and it's a hit, so we could keep getting Predator movies in theaters. Because I have a feeling if this motherfucker bricks, they're going to all be going straight to fucking Hulu from here on out.
Yeah.
So please go see this. But also, that's crazy. No wonder it's PG-13. No wonder, because there's no way.
They got to hit everything. They got to get as many people in the seats as possible.
Yeah, because there's no way. Yo, yeah. Guys, a Predator movie should not cost that much. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, the ceiling should definitely be 80 million.
And, like, maybe make it smaller. Like, if you have to make it smaller, make it smaller. These have to be profitable. So Dan Trachtenberg can keep doing Dan Trachtenberg.
And that's the thing, is like, up until this point, these Predator movies have been like mid-budget movies. Like, even Prey was mid-budget because it took place in the fucking woods.
Right. And it, like, honestly, it had like, what, 4 characters? Really?
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like, the most money they spent was the effects and the costumes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. Probably the most expensive... let's see how much the Predator costs. Like, I'm going to look up Predators, because I guess that's another one that I'm like, well, that might have cost a pretty penny.
That probably costs like 120.
Nah, I'm sorry.
What?
They made that fucker cheap. Holy shit.
What, Predators or the Predator?
Predators.
All right, how much was that?
40.
What?
Yeah, dog. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I need to give that another rewatch, because damn, if they pulled that off for 40, that's fucking crazy.
And like, I don't hate Predators. I don't.
I'm not a fan.
Like, I don't hate it. I'm mad that the trailer promised that shit with Adrian Brody in the fucking sandstorm with all the fucking Predator lasers being pointed at him. I'm mad that Robert Rodriguez just shot that for the trailer, because that shot was what sold me on going to see this movie. Well,
The Predator, Shane Black's The Predator, that was 88 million. And I was like, yeah, the ceiling for these movies should really be 80.
Yeah.
I'm going to be fucking real honest with you. And this is coming as a fan of this franchise. Like, it's irresponsible to spend anything over $80 million on a Predator movie. Let's see how much Prey costs. Let's look up the budget for Prey, man.
I can't see Prey being over 60, 65.
Yep, you're right. That's the exact number.
Yeah?
65. And that's what I'm saying. That's if y'all listen, if I want Predator movies till the day I die, and I'm getting a little nervous because we're having $100 million Predator movie that it seems like nobody's interested in seeing, and it's awesome.
It's so good. Like, go see this fucking movie. Like, please, like, very rarely are we like, we need you to go see this movie. Like, if you need someone to go to this movie with you, hit me up. I will go to this movie with you. I just need you to spend the money and get out there.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, look, review next week. Like, you're getting 2 reviews next week. You're getting one for Now You See Me and for The Running Man, because these things got to go up ASAP. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we're trying as best as possible to hit embargo dates, because when we don't hit embargo dates, studios get mad at us, because we're definitely not going to make the embargo date for this, because the embargo's up in 2 hours. So
which is wild. They just showed it to us last night.
That's the problem, and I've seen this complaint from other critics too. They're like, you know, if you guys want us to have a review up, and a good review up,
right,
one that's well thoughtful and hits the points we want to hit and say the things that we need to say, you guys got to give us at least a few days before you lift the embargo.
Like a good 4 days.
So, but yeah, please. I'll say too, like, if we saw Predator like Thursday and the embargo was up today, perfect. Or how about this? How about this? Predator, they showed us Predator last night. Embargo drops tomorrow.
Yeah, we could have made that work. Yeah.
But yeah, like y'all gotta really start taking in consideration, like, when half of the critical community went to see it last night and didn't get invited to the screenings you did last week. You can't expect everybody to have a review up
by embargo. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The further away you get from embargo, the less traffic you get, which means less money we make, which means the less profile we make.
Right.
So it's just a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. So
anyway, but yeah, Predator Badlands, go see it, man. Take your kids, man. It's PG-13.
Like, yeah, take your fucking, like, it's hard to wrap my mind around that, but yeah, take your kids to see the Predator movie.
Yeah, I think it's wild to me that The Running Man is rated R, but Predator is not. And now I'm looking at Running Man. I'm like, bro, you're coming out the week after Predator, and you're opening the same day as Now You See Me. And I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea, because I've seen the movie, and I'm just like, Edgar, I haven't seen Running Man yet. I've heard from a few people who have seen it, and I've heard differing opinions on this movie so far. And I'm just like, man, Edgar, I'm rooting for you, man.
And here's the thing. I've read the book, right? And after reading the book and knowing that Edgar was doing this, is like, bro, you better put Edgar right on it, right? You put your magic on it, because otherwise this is not a movie that is going to please everyone.
My thing too is Disney fucked up here, because once what's the name of that shit? Mortal Kombat 2 got delayed. They should have took that release date.
Yeah.
They should have took that release date. They would have had a couple of weeks to themselves, because nothing was out, and y'all could have easily made some money for a couple of weeks before these next 2 juggernauts hit. Because right after this, because next week we got 2 big ones, and then the following week it's Wicked, and once Wicked comes out, it's basically done, dog.
Once for the rest of the year and into next year, it's going to be Wicked and Avatar.
And don't forget, Zootopia also opens on Thanksgiving.
Right. All right. So you're going to have 3 movies that are going to just eat up every fucking dollar from now.
Yeah, man, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am excited for Zootopia 2, and that's just because I love the first one so much. Like, I still can't believe Disney made Chinatown for kids. Actually, speaking of, Disney rep told me, hey, Brandon, keep an eye out on your inbox, because those invites are going out soon. I'm like, yes.
All right, cool.
Yes. Please be good. Jared Bush, I know you listen to the show. We love you. Please don't fuck this up.
We've cautiously optimistic.
Let's see how long we've been waiting. Okay, Zootopia 1, 2016.
Yeah, almost 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So man, oh man, don't. But yeah, go see Badlands, baby, because like, I am scared. I am real scared right now, just because it's like competition's coming. The economy is going into the shitter, like we all knew it would.
Oh, who would have thought?
Yeah. Also, by the time you guys hear this, hopefully New York and New Jersey did the right thing. I'm scared for that right now, too.
Yeah, man.
I talked to Zorhan yesterday. I passed him on the street. I told him good luck. We chatted for a hot second, and then he kept it moving. He only had one dude with him, and that dude was his aide. And I'm like, how are you rolling out in these streets without security, my dude?
I don't get like he must have had some like fucking shadow operatives out there in the crowd. Like he had probably some undercovers because there's no way.
I'm saying because he's one of the most hated people in America right now for the right reasons.
Yeah, like because they don't want that type of change. And look. I hope by the time you hear this,
New York and New Jersey did the right thing.
Because
if not, me and Jeff, well, New York will be okay, but
Jersey ain't.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucked, man. We're gonna be really fucked, and then we're gonna have to start talking. We might have to start scaling back on the film blurs as we're trying to expand, because now. That's going to fuck up my day job. I'll be real with you. I'm not going to have a day job anymore. I don't even know what I'm going to do for work.
Yeah. So, what's the Chinese proverb? May you live in interesting times.
And that's the thing.
That is an insult.
That's the thing that pisses me off, bro, is like the supporters are now in the find out stage. Fuck around and find out, and they're still fucking supporting this dude. And I'm like, yo, you guys are finding out now, and now I gotta fucking suffer with you, and you guys are still okay with suffering as you're sitting here crying about being deported, about not getting your benefits that you're owed, about not getting the medicine you need. Now I gotta suffer too, and y'all still out here supporting him. Even though you're suffering.
It's because motherfuckers hate to admit when they're wrong. They would rather die and starve and suffer than say, hey, I fucked up.
You think you would have learned from COVID, bro?
You would have. You would you would think. You would think. But
I will tell you how bad shit has gotten, y'all, before we sign off. Shit has gotten so bad that fucking RFK Jr. has come out and said, yeah, Tylenol doesn't cause autism. Like, we're sorry about that. No.
Oh,
that's how bad. Yeah, he came out and he's just like, yeah, look, we're sorry. No, it doesn't. Because that's how bad shit has gotten.
Like he retracted it because he found out where all the money is, right? Where the money was coming from, right? And that's the only reason they're saying this shit. It like every time they come out against something, best believe it's an extortion scheme, right? It's like, oh, Tylenol causes autism. Only they're saying this so they can get hush money to retract the statement.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Jeff, Thursday, if you have some time on Thursday, we're going to do a special episode. We're going to have to do a business episode because we talked business last night. And look, if this motherfucker gets Warner Brothers, I give it 5 years before it collapses in on itself because
the industry in of itself
is in a rough spot.
Is about to collapse,
Right.
right? And
Right.
you did it to yourselves, right? Because you rushed to you rushed to course correct when you should have just been planning for the future, right? The same thing with the streaming thing, right? You said, "Oh, fuck streaming," right? Blah 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 blah. Then you saw streaming was the future, and you course corrected too much, and now it's going the other way. And now you're cutting all of these jobs, cutting production, right? Cutting costs, so you'll try, and you're overcorrecting in the other direction instead of trying to get long money, right? That's the thing.
Well, let's save that. Let's save that. Please go see Predator Badlands.
See Predator Badlands.
See Rental Family when it drops. If you see Chainsaw Man, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm going to have a little more time on my hands, you're going to see some more long-form stuff on the website. So, that's it.
Yeah, literally, I will go see Predator Badlands with you.
Yeah,
that's
man.
How
like,
much.
Yo, again, everything is terrible right now. And I know y'all movies are like the last thing you guys can afford. But, like, shell out some money for this motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%.
All right? So that is episode 185. We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFire XL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.